Hi, this is Emily Keller. Today we're going to be talking about why fashion designers don't dress fashionably. I went to the Fashion Institute of Technology and I was a fashion design major, but I did not have any styling classes. I didn't really learn anything about styling in my 4 years at FIT. Well, 3 years at FIT, 1 year at the Politecnico di Milano. But I did not learn really anything about styling in my 4 years of school. A really good way to think about it is in terms of like, when you're a designer, you more look at one piece of clothing at a time. You're looking at maybe the print on it. You're figuring out the print, the pattern, the layout of it. You're also looking at measurements, how a garment fits, how it lays, and you're usually doing this one garment at a time. A stylist is more looking at the big picture. They're not focusing on one single garment, but they take the whole vision, including the human body. So they take, a top and pants and a jacket with shoes. They take that whole picture and they make sure it's cohesive. It's a totally different mentality when you're a fashion designer and when you're a stylist. A lot of fashion designers are, we're sort of in the creative type normally, and can be very passionate about what we do, and you overwork yourself and you get really, really focused on what you're doing. You tend to neglect other aspects of your life. The other thing is that dressing yourself is very different from dressing like your customers, say. So if I'm thinking about my brand and I'm thinking about my customer, I don't necessarily fit into the box that my customer fits into. Another reason I think is it's just you're tired after a long day of designing clothes at your job. You just spent 8 to 12 hours designing clothing for your target customer, and when you come home, you do not want to look at clothing anymore. You do not want to think about colors. You don't want to think about prints. You don't want to think about anything that has to do with clothing. And I think this is why the wardrobe of fashion designers, it's not like amazing. I think another reason is because it's hard to realistically judge yourself and your own character. Therefore, it's also hard to know what looks best on you. Honestly, I get a lot of feedback from my boyfriend. My boyfriend helps me with my wardrobe. Yes, I'm a fashion designer, but my styling skills are just not on point. They're just not. I don't have the experience. I don't really have the skills. It's something I want to start playing around with more. Another reason could be just simplifying life. Right now there's a big minimalism trend going on with everything, with how you eat, with how you dress, with what you do. Another reason could be because we think we're really cool. We're really just too cool to dress fashionably. At FIT, I remember that all of the non-fashion design majors, like this would be like the accessories designers, like the fashion merchandisers, these kinds of majors. The people in those majors always dressed actually very fashionably, very well. They would dress up for class. They would be in heels a lot of makeup, and the fashion design majors, were the ones that rolled right out of bed, went to class in their pajamas or in, jeans and a t-shirt, carrying like big bags of just a lot of crap. We had to carry a lot of crap as a fashion design major. Paper, fabric, scissors, big rulers. The other majors didn't seem to have to carry so much stuff to class. Dressing comfortably at FIT in school, it started as a necessity, and it kind of wound up being a key differentiation between us and the other majors, and as we transitioned into the working world.